We're good? We're live?
So they're like,
Let's give it a few minutes.
yeah, I don't know if anyone's gonna tune into this. Cause like that little hot spot, it worked. Like Westfield is like notorious horrible Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
That shit don't work in Westfield. This works in Westfield. The little one doesn't. And like with most of the little hot spots, they work better when they're outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're indoors, it's a whole nother ballgame.
Yeah.
I've only learned this from trial and error. Lot of days to be cursing. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But this one is like 80 gigs and it's like $100 a month.
Okay.
Like even when like once the baseball and stuff start, like the goal is like I don't want to be at all these games.
Mm-hmm.
So like even with like what you're doing now, like when I launch on an NFHS, like I just may need you to like do what you do and change the score on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I mean, and it's pretty simple. And like you could, like when you need a break, you go commercial. Or you know what I'm saying? You need to talk or whatever. When we do an NFHS broadcast, you know, it's slightly different, but same concept because it's just a computer.
Yeah.
NFHS, I can't use a Mac. I have to use a Windows computer. But this is just to have and not need, to need and not have. Like even for like all the little events, like the little funerals and stuff, I've been using my little hotspot.
Okay.
Now I'm back to $100 a month. I got one person watching. Shocked with that. And it's not gonna start on time.
Nope.
Okay. We got tennis today. I get very frustrated with calling cousins. This probably Rodriguez watching.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 4 people on. We got 4 people on. Okay.
probably get here around noon tomorrow.
Taking temperatures.
No, I think they already did that. Yeah, the trainer was here early today, and he didn't leave because like there wasn't that gap, so it's just the same trainer from the first game to the second game. Oh, you got the interview out already?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, whenever you get a chance, if you could just send that to me in a text. And then do you want to do like a recap, like after today's game, like about the championship tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. right, here we go. Welcome back here to Cave and Point. Game 2 of our Wednesday doubleheader. We have the Jersey City Rams and the Jersey City Bulldogs. This is a consolation game. Neither team can advance to the knockout round, but still a lot to play for here in their high school season. They'll still have one game left tomorrow against a team from the Jersey City, the Lincoln Park Regional. Denny Furcal on the mound. His first pitch is cut on and fouled back to the screen by Rafael Solano, and we are underway here at Game 2. Tomorrow's championship matchup will be between the Maroon and Silver and Bees Baseball, 1 o'clock here at Cave and Point. You can watch that game live on YouTube via D1 Media Pro. The 0-1 pitch is inside. Count 1-1. Jersey City Bulldogs suffered a tough loss yesterday to the hands of Union City Recreation, 6-5. The Bulldogs had the bases loaded as Solano swings and misses. Bulldogs had the bases loaded with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning, but were not able to push that tying or winning run across. As for the Jersey City Rams, they had a defeat on the other end of the spectrum. It was a 10-0 loss handed to them by Maroon and Silver in a mercy rule shortened 5 innings as Solano hits one back up the middle to second base, and it is not handled by the second baseman Ruiz, and he will reach on an E4. Had a stray ball out in left field. Ready now to play. Jose Garcia, the center fielder for the Rams, now digs in with a runner on first here in the top of the 1st inning. Still no one out. The left-hander for call deals. Pitch outside. Count 1-0. Runner leads off first. For call comes set. The pitch, half swing there by Garcia, but he went around, so the count evens up at 1-1. Swing and a miss. Throw back down to first. Solano's back there in time, but the count goes to 1-2 on Jose Garcia. Swing and a miss for the first out of this ball game. Jose Garcia goes down swinging. That'll bring up Edgar Garcia, the left fielder for the Rams. Solano back in at first before the pickoff play. Runner goes from first. Throw is not in time. It's a stolen base for Rafael Solano. And a runner in scoring position in the first here for the Rams. Ball weakly hit into foul territory. Will it stay in play? It will, but it'll bounce into the Rams dugout for a strike. Solano off for third. Breaking ball, throw down to third, not in time. 2 stolen bases for Rafael Solano, and now he's at third with still 1 out here in the first. half-cut swing there by Garcia. Now he's got 2 strikes on him. Counts 2-2. Runner at third, 1 out here in the top of the first, just underway in our second game here at Cave and Point. Pitch low. Good block by the catcher. Count runs full to 3-2. Bulldogs playing fairly straight up. Will concede a run here for an out in the first inning. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts for Denny Furcal. And there's 2 away here in the first. In steps the righty swinging Juan Perazo. He takes first pitch low and inside for a ball. Swing to shortstop. In comes Hernandez. He fields, fires high throw. And he's out. Marcus Monroe is able to put the tag on Perazo running down the first base line. So a leadoff error and 2 stolen bases does no harm for the Bulldogs in the first. We head to the home half. Still not at 0 here at Cave Point.
Heads up, Jack. Understood. Took him and defeated.
Horton dribbles into the front court to Khalil Whitney. Go into the basket and the jam.
Conversation with them because they are getting resources from the city. They are getting resources, and they're arguing with us about the timeliness of those resources.
One-0 pitch. Belted down the left field line, foul and out of play. So the count will even at 1-1. Consolation game here in the Cave and Point Regional. The 1-1 pitch, breaking ball that didn't break. It was a hit for Kyle in the back. He'll stroll down to first base. And that'll be the Bulldogs' first base runner of the afternoon. So runner on first as John Courtney works out of the stretch for the first time today. He'll face the third baseman, Chris Villaviceno. Courtney steps off as Villaviceno calls for time. Courtney now set. And the pitch swung on. Hit deep down the left field line. It's a foul ball, though. Courtney's pitch swung on right up the middle. Right there is Solano. He throws onto first, and the throw gets away. Santiago not able to control it. Going down to third is Ferris, and the Bulldogs will have runners at the corners and 2 outs here in the first. Solano would have just been able to step on the bag there at second and get out of this inning, but he went for the throw across the diamond to first, and things went awry. Runners at the corners for Jafari Williams. John Courtney trying to work around some spotty play and pick up his teammates. First pitch, belted into right center field. Garcia has a beat on it. He drifts over, and he's able to make the play and avoid further damage. So Courtney works around a hit by pitch and an error in the field. No score after 1 here at Caven Point. We'll be right back with the second inning after this.
He's up right on the stoop. Took him and decreasing.
Horton. Horton dribbles into the front court to Khalil Whitney. Going to the basket and the jam.
Conversation with them because they are getting resources from the city. They are getting resources, and they're arguing with us about the timeliness of those resources.
Back here for the second inning, Thomas Santiago set to get things started for the Rams. First pitch he sees is a fastball high. Count 1-0. One-0 pitch behind Santiago, got him in the back, so he'll take first, and the leadoff man will be on for the second straight inning for the Rams. Runner leads off first for call, comes set, ball in the dirt, gets away, but Santiago will stay put at first base. For call set, the 1-0 home. In there for a called strike, count even at 1-1. 1-1 pitch, cut on and missed. Count moves to 1-2. Here in the second inning of a consolation game in the New Jersey Last Dance High School Baseball Tournament. The 1-2 pitch in there, called strike 3 for the first out of the second inning. That'll bring up Jeremiah Hernandez, the right fielder today for the Rams. Runner on first, one out here in the top of the second. Both teams, the Jersey City Rams and Bulldogs, looking for their first win in this Last Dance tournament. First pitch Hernandez sees is high for a ball. Swing and a miss. Count even at 1-1. One's inside. Count goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch in the dirt. Nice block there by the catcher Banks to prevent Santiago from moving up. But the count now stands at 3-1. 3-1 pitch hits the outside corner. Count runs full to 3-2. Three-two belted foul out of play. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch once again. Swing and a miss, strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts for Denny Furcal. As Diego Moran now comes to bat for the Rams. Santiago hasn't moved from first after getting hit by a pitch to start this inning. Now with two away, can the Rams find a way to move him in? Swing and a miss, strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. Furcal really in a rhythm now. Can Furcal strike out the side? Yes, he can. Swing and a miss, strike three. After a leadoff hit by pitch, Denny Furcal bounces back, strikes out the next three Rams hitters. We head to the home half of the second inning. Still no score here at Caven Point.
Hey, understood. This took him and defeating.
Horton dribbles into the front court to Khalil Whitney. Going to the basket and the jam.
Conversation with them because they are getting resources from the city. They are getting resources, and they're arguing with us about the timeliness of those resources.
Right back here at Caven Point for the home half of the second inning. John Courtney back on the mound after a nice job getting out of some trouble in the first inning. Breaking ball outside there, count 2-0. Courtney's pitch in the dirt, swing and a miss, strike one. Good breaking ball there by Courtney. He faces the first baseman, Marcus Monroe, for the Bulldogs. Courtney sets and delivers. Breaking ball low. Count now 3-1. The 3-1 home from Courtney is upstairs, so leadoff man and Marcus Monroe is on to start the bottom half of the second for the Bulldogs. Monroe leads off first. Courtney comes set. Pitch home is high. Gets to the backstop. Monroe's off for second. He's going to have a big turnaround third. He's thinking about it. He's halfway, and he'll retreat back to second base. A little bit of hesitation there cost Monroe possibly taking 2 bases on that wild pitch, as it counts 1-0 on the left fielder, D'Angelo Ponce. Runner in scoring position for the Bulldogs. Monroe leads off second. Courtney's pitch just outside. Two-0 pitch. Hopped in the air. Behind home plate. Courtney coming on. He'll make the play for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up the shortstop, Justin Hernandez. Monroe still leads off second. Courtney set and the pitch. Outside, 1-0. Pitch, grounded towards third. They say it's a fair ball. Throw across the diamond is in time. Throw back to third, gets away, and that's going to score a run for the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs will strike first on the throwing error by the first baseman, Thomas Santiago. So now 2 away. Bulldogs lead 1-0. It'll bring up the extra hitter, Gonzalez. First pitch he sees, breaking ball, drops in for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch inside. Count 1-1. One breaking ball gets the outside corner for a strike. Count now 1-2. Breaking ball doesn't get the call. Count will be even at 2-2. Courtney wanted that one. Courtney's pitch, breaking ball upstairs, so the count runs full to 3-2. Three-two pitch swung on, ripped foul. Down the third base line. So we'll do it again at 3-2. The 3-2 offering stays upstairs, so Gonzalez will work his way aboard with a walk. That'll bring up the last hitter in the Bulldogs lineup, the catcher, Banks. First pitch way upstairs. I'll have a meeting on the mound. Oh, and 1 pitch also upstairs. Count now moves to 2-0. Courtney set. The 2-0 pitch, 3-0. Throw behind the runner back at first, but Gonzalez is back there in time. Courtney looking for a strike, and he can't get it there. That's a 4-pitch walk. He's now walked the 2 last hitters in the Bulldogs order. That'll bring us back to the top of the order with Robert Estrada. He flew out to center field to start this game off. We'll now have a pinch runner for the catcher, as Banks heads back to the dugout to get ready and put his catcher gear on. Runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the second. That pitch is going to go to the backstop. Runners will advance to second and third. The special pinch runner was Correa. He's now on second. Gonzalez on third, thanks to the wild pitch. Estrada with a chance to give the Bulldogs an even bigger lead. They currently lead 1-0. Runners on second and third, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second in this consolation game. Courtney's pitch is in there for a called strike, so the count's even at 1-1. One pitch outside, count 2-1. Bluff the throw behind the runner at third. That's how the Bulldogs scored their first run in this inning, with the Rams carelessly throwing the ball around the field. Estrada hits one through the hole and into left field. That'll score 1. Will it score 2? Yes, it will, as Estrada gets a 2-run single. It's 3-0 Bulldogs. John Courtney now trying to escape without any further damage. Runner on first, already 3 in here in the second. Number 2 hitter Jacob Ruiz now up. Pickoff back to first, Estrada back in time. Ruiz grounded out weakly to second base back in the second inning. Pickoff back to first. Nothing doing. Outside corner for a strike. Another pickoff back to first. Still nothing doing. Estrada back in easily. There goes Estrada from first. Throw not in time and not handled by the shortstop, Moran. So runner in scoring position on the stolen base once again for the Bulldogs. Pitch was a ball, so the count's 2-1 on Ruiz. Estrada, big lead off second. Pitch outside, he's going. Ball not handled by the catcher Castillo. So it's another stolen base for Robert Estrada. And now there's a runner on third with 2 outs for the Bulldogs. 3-1's the count on Ruiz. Pitch home, flared in the air right behind first base. Santiago's there to put it away, and that'll wrap up this second inning of play, but not before the Bulldogs are able to score 3 runs in this second inning to take a 3-0 lead over the Jersey City Rams as we head to the third inning. We'll be right back right after this.
Heads up, Jack. Understood. Took him and defeated
Horton. Horton dribbles into the front court to Khalil Whitney. Going to the basket and the jam.
Conversation with them because they are getting resources from the city. They are getting resources, and they're arguing with us about the timeliness of those resources.
Yeah.
That has to be so much pressure. Like, bottom of the seventh.
Oh, yeah.
Struck him out. So I'm putting together like a little highlight. He's going to get a highlight. You get that 9-3.
Yep.
It was a few good plays, man. That's what I like about baseball, watching the defense.
Yep.
Like, just turn the execution with just turning them double plays is just like huge, man.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you see it on the youth level, like some well-coached kids.
3-0 here as we start the top of the third. First pitch from Denny Furcal is outside for a ball. He'll face 9, 10, and 1 in the Rams order. 1-0 pitch, swung on, fouled back towards the on-deck circle, so the count evens at 1-1. Outside, count now 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch outside, count now 2-2. Ball, count now full at 3-2. And we'll do it again at 3-2 as that ball is fouled into the right field seats. The payoff pitch, swung on and missed. That's 4 straight strikeouts for Denny Furcal, and the first out of this third inning. Back-to-back balls from Furcal to the number 10 hitter, Mark Everett. He's the extra hitter in the Rams lineup. Count now 3-0. In there, called strike, count 3-1. Just missed. And that's a walk for Mark Everett as the Rams try to get back in this game, trailing 3-0 here in the top of the third. Runner on first as Rafael Solano comes up. Reached on an error back in the first, stole second, stole third, but could not be brought in home. Runner on first, one out here in the third. First pitch cut on and missed by Solano. Pickoff play to first. Everett back in time. Oh, 1 pitch, skied in the air, back over the first base dugout, foul and out of play. So the count runs to 0-2. Oh, 2 on Rafael Solano. Pitch inside. Count 1-2. Everett leads off first. 1-2 count to Solano. Hit in the air towards left center field. That is down. That's going to split the outfielder. That's going to roll into the gap. Cut off by Williams. He throws into third, but it's a double for Rafael Solano. And the Rams are in business here in the top of the third. So still one out for Jose Garcia. He struck out swinging back in the first. Runners on second and third. Jersey City Bulldogs lead the Rams 3-0. The Rams with a golden opportunity to get their first run across the board, their first run of this tournament. They were blanked yesterday by Maroon and Silver 10-0, who advanced to the championship game today as Garcia swings and misses. Maroon and Silver will be facing Bees baseball tomorrow right here at Caven Point at 1 o'clock in the Jersey City Pool Play Regional Championship. Breaking ball just upstairs. Count runs even at 1-1. Maroon and Silver winning the Caven Point Regional. Bees Baseball winning the Lincoln Park Regional, both under the category of the Jersey City Regional, so they will play each other, as there will also be many other consolation games tomorrow. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. Count moves to 1-2. We will be bringing you that championship game live right here on YouTube. You can find us by searching D1 Media Pro. As the slider stays outside, count evens back up at 2-2. We thank you for joining us all day yesterday and all day today, and we're looking forward to bringing you more coverage tomorrow and the rest of the month here in the New Jersey Last Dance High School Baseball Tournament as Jose Garcia goes down swinging for a big second out here in this third inning, as now Edgar Garcia will come up to bat. He struck out looking against Denny Furcal back in the first. Furcal set. First pitch in there for a called strike. Oh, 0-1 on Edgar Garcia. Furcal steps off. Runners on second and third. 2 outs here in the top of the third. The Jersey City Bulldogs lead 3-0 over the Jersey City Rams. Furcal's pitch fouled back to the screen. Count moves to 0-2. The 0-2 ripped towards shortstop. Right there is Hernandez. High throw to first. Monroe's able to catch it and come down on the bag to end this top of the third. The Rams threatened, but Denny Furcal and this Bulldogs defense was able to hold them at bay. We head to the home half of the third. Bulldogs still lead it 3-0.
Heads up, Jack. On the suit. Took him and defeated.
Ethan Horton dribbles into the front court to Khalil Whitney. Going to the basket and the jam.
Conversation with them because they are getting resources from the city. They are getting resources, and they're arguing with us about the timeliness of those resources.
Back here at Caven Point for the home half of the third inning. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 in the Bulldogs lineup as they try to add to their 3-0 lead. John Courtney back on the mound for the Rams. His first pitch is low for a ball to Denny Furcal, who's worked out of a jam, had second and third, and just one out on the mound, and was able to get out of it. Courtney's second pitch in there for a called strike. Count evens at 1-1. One home, 2 for Cal. Breaking ball, big swing and a miss there. Count moves to 1-2. The 1-2 home, breaking ball hit right back to Courtney. He fields it. He'll underhand flip to first for the first out of this bottom of the third. Chris Villaviceno will now dig into the batter's box. He reached on an E6 back in the first inning. Courtney's first pitch, belted into the right field gap. Going back on it is Hernandez. He's there to make the play for a quick second out of this third inning. Jafari Williams tries to square and bunt, but bunts it foul for strike one. John Courtney trying to find his first 1-2-3 inning of the afternoon. Has pitched very well, but could not pitch around some spotty defense in the second. His team trails 3-0. 0-1 pitch to Jafari Williams is hit into the air. Back behind shortstop, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. Big turnaround first for Williams, but he'll put on the brakes, and it'll be a 2-out single for the Bulldogs center fielder. That'll bring up the first baseman, Marcus Monroe. He walked back in the second and came around to score on a throwing error from the first baseman. He has 2 outs and a runner on first here in the third. First pitch he sees is fouled back. Behind the first base dugout out of play. Count 0-1. Pitch. Runner goes down to second. Throw is not in time. It scoots into center field, but it doesn't get far away enough for Williams to head down to third, so it's a stolen base for Jafari Williams. Pitch was called a strike, so the count's 0-2 on Marcus Monroe. He's got a runner in scoring position out at second with 2 outs here in the third. Courtney's 0-2 pitch, belted into right field. Hernandez coming in on it. He makes the play for the final out of this third inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left for the Bulldogs in the third. We head to the fourth with the Jersey City Rams trying still to find their first run of this Last Dance tournament.
Hey, but understood. What is took him and defeating.
Horton dribbles into the front court to Khalil Whitney. Going to the basket and the jam.
Conversation with them because they are getting resources from the city. They are getting resources, and they're arguing with us about the timeliness of those resources.
Yep. Back here for the top of the fourth between the Jersey City Bulldogs and the Jersey City Rams. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the Rams lineup here in this fourth inning, starting off with Juan Perazo, grounded out to shortstop in the first. First pitch he sees, hits right back up the middle. Second baseman Ruiz right there. High throw to first is tracked down by Monroe, and that's the first out of the fourth inning. That'll bring up Thomas Santiago. He was hit by a pitch to lead off the second inning. First pitch he sees hits the outside corner for a called strike. Oh, 0-1 pitch, breaking ball swung on and missed. Count 0-2. The 0-2 home, high upstairs for a ball. Count 1-2. One-two pitch just off the outside corner. County even at 2-2. Denny for a call, wanted that call. And the 2-2 is low. Good battle here by Santiago to work the count back to full at 3-2. For a call, laces one into center field. Back on it is Williams. He has a beat on it, and he's able to put it away for the second out of the fourth inning. First pitch to John Courtney is hit to shortstop. Hernandez there. Throw takes Monroe off the bag, but he's able to put the tag on Courtney for a 1-2-3 top of the fourth inning. Very easy work for Denny Furcal as the Bulldogs will come right back up to bat here in the bottom of the fourth. You're watching the consolation game of the Cave Point Regional right here on D1 Media Pro's YouTube page. We'll be right back.
Are you posted already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're going to watch. You're going to dip on ESPN. You figure they fire all these big name personalities. They bring you in a couple of $100,000.
Yep. I won't say no.
Yeah, exactly. But even I got the kid on. I got a student. Oh, let me get my headphones. So this gonna be difficult. Can you hear me? I hear you now. My volume was down. Oh, you got NPS right now? You need to come on the board so you can be a little NPS student. So today I'm at a baseball game right now. I'm broadcasting the baseball game. Let me put these headphones on.
Back here in the home half of the fourth inning. D'Angelo Ponce will lead things off for the Bulldogs. He fouled out to the pitcher in his first at-bat in the second inning. Courtney back on the mound for the Rams. First pitch breaking ball hit fouled into the Bulldogs dugout. Count 0-1.
They didn't teach you all that stuff.
0-1 pitch, breaking ball low. Ponce thought it hit his back foot, but the umpire said no, it didn't. As now we'll have a conference with the umpires. And they say it did, in fact, hit his foot, so D'Angelo Ponce will take first, and the leadoff man is on for the Bulldogs here in the fourth. So it'll be Ponce on first, and in steps the shortstop Justin Hernandez. First pitch he sees is a breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1 pitch, low. Runner heads down for second. Great scoop there by the catcher, but the throw is not in time. It was a great block by Castillo, just the throw was unable to beat Ponce down to second. So the runner at second, nobody out here in the fourth. Courtney steps off, bluffs back to second. Pitch outside.
They put this showcase together, so they have an opportunity to showcase some talent. It's been some good games. Do you?
Pitch way outside, gets to the backstop. Ponce is going to make his way down to third. Big turnaround third. Thought about going home, but he's going to put the brakes on, and that was a good decision.
You don't know, like Alonzo Frank just hit it. He's another RC guy, but he's from Bayonne, so like tomorrow's game is same thing. He's prep for Bayonne. So did you get a chance to see some stuff outside?
Infield in for the Rams. Runner on third, nobody out here in the fourth. Pitch inside, that'll be ball four to Justin Hernandez. So it'll be runners at the corners and nobody out here in the home half of the fourth, as the Bulldogs lead 3-0. Bulldogs they're gonna play in at the corners, double play depth up the middle. There goes the runner from second, no throw down. So Hernandez takes second on a defensive indifference. And there's runners at second and third and nobody out. Infield now all the way in for the Rams, trying to cut down that runner at third. First pitch grounded to second, snagged there by Moran. Throw home, not in time. The speed by D'Angelo Ponce is too much for the arm of Diego Moran, and it's 4-0 Bulldogs. Gonzalez reaches on a fielder's choice. Hernandez heads to third on the throw. So still runners at the corners. Nobody out here for the Bulldogs as the catcher Banks comes up to bat for the Bulldogs. We'll have a meeting between the coach and batter. Looks like the Rams will play the middle infielders back and in at the corners, trying to cut down that runner at third. John Courtney still on the mound for the Rams. First pitch, breaking ball upstairs. Runner heads down to second. Throw would have been in time. Runner goes home, run scores. Runner now headed down to third. A disaster of a play for the Rams. They now trail 5-0, and the runner moves up from first to third on the throwing error by the second baseman Moran. Infield in for the Rams, runner at third, still nobody out here in the fourth. 1-0 count. Pitch in there for a called strike, count even at 1-1. One pitch, breaking ball, ripped down the line at third, and it's a fair ball. That'll score a run. It's an RBI single for Banks, and the Bulldogs now lead 6-0. Banks now heads off as a courtesy pinch runner comes in to run for him. Vasquez will be the courtesy pinch runner, and now it looks like we will have a mound visit, potentially a pitching change for the Rams. Excuse me. Just some words of encouragement. Looks like John Courtney is going to stay on the mound for the Rams in this one. Despite trailing 6-0, he's pitched fairly well today. Been a victim of some spotty play behind him. So up 6-0 and looking for more here at the top of the lineup coming up for the Bulldogs in Robert Estrada. Estrada flew out to center in the first, singled back in the second. Runner off from first, throw is not in time. It's a stolen base for Vasquez, and the Bulldogs have another runner in scoring position. Courtney's pitch, there goes the runner, ground ball to shortstop and through. That's going to be another run for the Bulldogs as Robert Estrada knocks in an RBI single. It's now 7-0. I think that's going to do it for John Courtney, as we'll have another mound visit. Mm-hmm. Bottom four.
No, I'm talking to the guy. So, like, we're in the bottom of the fourth baseball game, and 10-0 is a mercy rule. So I'm praying for the mercy rule, so I can get that guy again. Like the first game was a good game. It was St. Peter's and Union City. It was one more competitive game. It was one more game from Mississippi. This is lose bracket games. Few people, well, let me not say that. Few people still watching. You never know who's watching. You know, like these kids are from all over the world. Especially when you talk about this, a lot of kids.
So replacing John Courtney on the mound will be Misael Moreta. Moreta will face Jacob Ruiz. Still nobody out here in the fourth inning. 7-0 Bulldogs with a runner on first. Left-hander deals upstairs for a ball.
And you know, it was cool yesterday. Like, I may be the only one right now streaming live baseball, high school baseball anyway.
There goes the runner off first. Throw is in time for an out. So Estrada gets caught stealing. For the first out here in the fourth. Pitch upstairs to Ruiz. Count 2-0. Two-0 pitch in there. Called strike. 3-0 pitch, excuse me. Count now 3-1. To Ruiz. Downstairs for a ball. So Jacob Ruiz is on base for the first time today. As now the pitcher, Denny Furcal, will step up. He was hit in the first inning and then grounded back out to the pitcher in the third. Furcal fouls one back to the screen. Count will start at 0-1. Pitch behind for Kyle. Count be even at 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1 on Denny for Kyle. 7-0 Bulldogs. 1 out here in the 4th. Runner on first. Consolation game in the Jersey City Cave and Point Regional. Pitch upstairs. Count now 3-1. Three-one is inside, back-to-back walks, and the Bulldogs will have runners at first and second here with 1 out in the 4th. That'll bring up the third baseman, Chris Villaviceno. Reached on an error in the 1st and flew out to right in the 3rd. Pick off back to first, runner back in time. First pitch to Villaviceno is outside for a ball. Pitch upstairs, 2-0. The winner of this game will play in another consolation game tomorrow against either the winner of Newark or Memorial, and the loser will play the loser of that game. Both those games will be at Lincoln Park. On the outside corner, count now 3-1. Runners at first and second, 1 out here in the 4th. Jersey City Bulldogs lead 7-0. Pitch outside, goes to the backstop. Runners will just advance 1 base, as it looked like Jacob Ruiz was thinking about trying to take 2. But the bases are now loaded here in the 4th, with Jafari Williams coming up. 3 straight walks since entering the game for Misael Morita. First pitch to Williams, high for a ball. Count starts once again at 1-0. Pitch upstairs. Count 2-0. In there, called strike, count now 2-1. Bases loaded here, bottom of the 4th. Jersey City Bulldogs lead the Jersey City Rams 7-0. 2-1 pitch comes in and hits Williams, so that'll score another run for the Bulldogs. It's now 8-0. Runners all advance one base. Still one out here in the fourth. In there, called strike, count 0-1. First baseman Marcus Monroe now up for the Bulldogs. Off the outside corner, count evens at 1-1. One pitch. Low for a ball, count 2-1. Two-one pitch, foul tip back into the catcher's glove. Count even at 2-2. Two-two pitch just upstairs. Count runs full at 3-2. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Monroe goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning. Bulldogs have batted around here in this fourth inning. D'Angelo Ponce, who started it all with a hit by pitch to start this inning, is back up once again. First pitch he sees is upstairs for a ball, count 1-0. Two outs here in the fourth, bases loaded, 8-0 Bulldogs over the Rams. Thank you for spending your Wednesday afternoon with us. 1-0 pitch low in the dirt, good block there by the catcher Castillo. Count moved to 2-0. Two-0 pitch. In there, called strike. Count moves to 2-1. That ball's ripped to third base. Right there is Peraza. He throws across the diamond for the third out of the inning. Not before the Jersey City Bulldogs are able to tack on 5 more. 8-0 as we head to the top of the fifth inning.
Top of fifth. We need Bulldogs to hold the score this and 2 more runs. But I think we'll get out of here by 3:30. My daughter has tennis today, so I don't know if and my daughter, she wants to do this too. I'm sure she wants to do it. I want you to do it for yourself. I trust you. Like, you start doing stuff like that. I can believe it. And trust me, this is a lot. But the more
Back here at Caven Point for the top of the fifth inning. It'll be the bottom third of the Rams order against Denny Furcal, who has been dealing for the Bulldogs, he now has an 8-0 lead. First pitch is a ball. One 0 pitch fouled back to the screen. Count even at 1-1. One pitch. Breaking ball just off the outside corner. Count 2-1. 2-1 pitch in there, called strike. Count evens at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Low. Count runs now full to 3-2. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3. That'll bring up Diego Moran. First pitch almost hits Moran. Inside for a ball. Count 1-0. 1-0 pitch outside. Count now moves to 2-0. 2-0 pitch. That one runs inside and hits Moran. So the Rams have a man on with one out here in the fifth. That'll bring up Carlos Castillo, the catcher, today for the Rams. First pitch, outside corner for a ball. Runner on first, one out here in the top of the fifth. Jersey City Rams trying to get back in this one. They trail 8-0. They're looking for their first run of the tournament. Pickoff play to first, back in time as the ball gets away from Marcus Monroe. In there, called strike. Pickoff back to first. They almost had Moran locked up. Ball gets away. He heads down to second. So now the Rams have a runner in scoring position here with one away. Pitch, check, swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Count now 2-2. 2-2 home. Outside. Count runs full to 3-2. Three-two pitch. Fouled. Screamer over the first base dugout. We'll do it again. And the pitch low, ball 4. Now runners at first and second for the extra hitter, Mark Everett. Runners on first and second here, top of the fifth. One out. First pitch to Everett is upstairs for a ball. Oh, no, excuse me, that was ball four. Looked like everyone got faked out. So now runners on first and second. One away for Mark Everett. So now steps in Mark Everett. Runners on first and second, one out here in the fifth. Jersey City Rams looking to get on the scoreboard here, trailing 8-0. First pitch in there for a called strike. Oh, 1 pitch upstairs and outside, count even at 1-1. 2-1 now the count. Two one offering is pulled down low. Count now 3-1. Three-one pitch home. Cut on, fouled back to the screen. Count now runs full at 3-2. Payoff pitch called strike 3. Two away here in the fifth. That brings us back to the top of the lineup. Rafael Solano reached on an error in the first, doubled back in the third. First pitch of Solano is high, ball 1-0. 1-0 pitch outside. Count now moves to 2-0 on the Rams shortstop. Solano pitched yesterday against Maroon and Silver, held his own for the first 2 innings, but the Maroon and Silver bats got hot late. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Count now 2-1. 2-1 pitch, healthy cut there, but a swing and a miss. Count now draws even at 2-2. 2-2 pitch, swung on, fouled. Over the right field stands. We'll do it again at 2-2. Two from Furcal. Skied in the air to center. Under it is Williams. He makes the play for the final out of this fifth inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 left on for the Rams. 2 more runs in this fifth inning will end it for the Bulldogs. Can they get their first win of the Last Dance tournament? We'll find out right after this. Back here at Caven Point, home half of the 5th inning. The Jersey City Bulldogs lead it 8-0. Two runs in this home half of the 5th would end the game on a 10-run mercy rule after 5. First pitch outside. Bottom third of the Bulldogs lineup due up here. First pitch, weakly grounded to third. Fielded, fires across the diamond, and the ball gets away. But Hernandez will stay right there at first base, so leadoff man is on for the Bulldogs here in this 5th inning. That'll bring up the extra hitter Gonzalez. He's scored 2 runs today. Reached on a walk and a fielder's choice. First pitch he sees is outside for a ball. Hardy cutting a foul ball there. Count even at 1-1. There goes the runner off first. No, it was just a bluff. Ball was high though, so the count's 2-1. Two-one pitch low. Ball gets past the catcher, and there goes Hernandez down to second. Makes a big turn. Thought about going to third, but he'll stop right there. Count now 3-1 on Gonzalez.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the assignment flash.
Runner on second, nobody out here in the 5th. Bulldogs lead 8-0. Downstairs for a ball. Ball gets past the catcher again. Hernandez on his way to third. Big turn around third, but he'll stay right there. So runners are at the corners for the Bulldogs. Still nobody out here in the 5th. First pitch, look out inside for ball 1. Runners stay put. Catcher Banks has walked and singled today. There goes the runner off first. No throw down to third, and they got him. Hernandez gets picked off third for the first out of this 5th inning. It's a stolen base for Banks down at second, but now there's one away here in the 5th. No, I'm sorry. I think they dropped the ball. They're going to say Hernandez was safe at third. So no outs. Runners at second and third. 2-0 count on Banks. Infield in for the Rams. That winning run at second base would give the Bulldogs a win by a mercy rule. In there for a called strike, count 2-1. Pitch to Banks, hit in the air towards center field. That could get in a run. Garcia tracks it down. Runner from third will score easily. and it's 9-0 Bulldogs. So it's a sac fly for Banks and RBI. Gonzalez stayed put at second, but it brings at the top of the order in Robert Estrada. Infield now back for the Rams. Fourth at-bat of the day for Estrada. First pitch he sees is upstairs for a ball. Flew out to center in the first, singled in the second, and singled in the fourth. Hernandez leads off second. One out here in the fifth. Pitch hit on the ground to second. Field and a low flip to first. Gets the runner at first, but Gonzalez moves over to third. 2 outs here in the fifth. First pitch, low in the dirt. Good block there by the catcher, preventing that winning run from coming in on third. Can the Bulldogs end it here? 2 outs in the fifth. That winning run at third base. They throw back down to third. Good stop there by the third baseman, Perazo, from preventing that ball to going into left field and ending this game. Rams trying to keep their hopes alive here. Pitch grounded weakly towards third. Fields fires off the bags. Runner is safe, and that's the ball game, folks. The Jersey City Bulldogs get their first win of this last dance tournament via a 10-0 mercy rule over the Jersey City Rams. Both teams will move over to Lincoln Park and play another consolation game tomorrow morning and afternoon. But right back here at Cave and Point, 1 p.m. on YouTube, search D1 Media Pro. It's the overall Jersey City Pool Play Championship between Maroon and Silver of St. Peter's and Bees Baseball of Bayonne. Hope you can tune in then, folks. We will see you right back here, 1 o'clock tomorrow from Cave and Point. I'm Kevin Connolly signing off. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whew, good work.